Katie.
Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, everybody. Quiet out there to start on your Wednesday morning. Things look good out to the west. 495, Route 2, the Mass Pike looking good. Same thing to the south, 95. A little bit of stop and go getting up to 128 where there's some ongoing construction. Same thing on 24 and Route 3 looking good up to 128. Roads to the north all clear. 93, a nice ride all the way down to the Zakim Bunker Hill Bridge. Doug and Antoinette.
Fog this morning, Katie.
Yeah, watch for some low visibility in spots as you make your way out this morning. And listen, we have seen Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday being the heaviest days on the roadways by far in the morning for the commute. So by 7 a.m., you're going to see really red from 128 south, 128 north on the expressway, 93. So just prepare yourself. I know things have changed a little bit. You got to give yourself a little bit of extra time. Right now, roads to the south are looking good. Braintree split, all clear. Give it about 45 minutes and that starts to change. Up on the expressway, still light volume by the gas tank. And then same thing to the north. Route 3 looks good. 128 all the way down to the Zakim Bunker Hill Bridge. Doug and Antoinette. Time to get out and hit the roads if you can, because it is not going to stay that way. Right now, look at the expressway at the top out by South Bay. We'll let that last for probably the next hour or so. Right now, we're going to watch roads to the south. Everything right inside and outside of 128 is going to start to get busy in the next half hour or so, especially the Braintree split. But for now, it is a nice ride getting up onto the expressway. There's a look at the gas tank. HOV lane's going to open any minute now, and that drive time sitting at 8 minutes. Braintree to Boston. Antoinette.
60s by Sunday and 50s by early next week. Quite a difference from the 80s of the past couple of days.
We're going to have to soak this up. But those seen between 2nd Street and Route 99 right at Sweetser Circle. This is a vehicle and a cyclist, what I'm hearing right now. So I'm going to keep a close eye on that because all lanes are closed. Up on Route 1 through Saugus, it's dark and early out there. Light volume for now. The southbound side moving well between 128 down to the Tobin Bridge at this hour. Also watching the Braintree split, which is just now starting to back up a little bit between Route 3 and Route 24. Antoinette.
All right. Here on a Wednesday, Katie.
They sure are. And right now I'm also watching that crash in Everett. It's an investigation now, and 2 right lanes are blocked, not all lanes, on Route 16 westbound at 2nd Street. So be aware of that. But yeah, roads are getting busy, especially down at the Braintree split where we are right on cue at 532 down to 14 miles an hour between the top of Route 24 and the top of Route 3, with traffic on Route 3 extending back into Braintree. Here's a quick look out on the expressway by Columbia Road. We're up to 13 minutes now, Braintree to Boston. Doug? On the westbound side now, just 2 lanes are blocked for that crash investigation. I'll keep you posted on any additional details that I learned this morning. Also, just coming in is a reported vehicle fire in Stoneham on 93 southbound right by Spot Pond. We're going to watch some delays probably start to build there, and they'll extend all the way down 93 between 128 and the Zakim Bridge. Right now, that drive time taking you 15 minutes. We look slow on the Lever Connector getting down to Storrow Drive. Doug and Antoinette.
Breaking news out there too, Katie.
Yeah, down or up in Everett, we've got a crash, but we also have some delays building on the Blue Line, 15-minute delays because of a signal issue there. So I'll keep you posted on that. That's been out there for a half hour, but we've also got a crash investigation going on in Everett. 2 right lanes blocked, Route 16 westbound at 2nd Street. Doug and Antoinette.
All right.
Crash investigation on the west side of Route 16 at 2nd Street. So that's causing some delays, and I'll be sure to update you as the morning continues. Also, here are those delays that I told you were coming from the reported vehicle fire in Stoneham on 93 southbound by Spot Pond. Spot Pond, a tough area already, but now we've got that traffic backed up to 128. 26 minutes is your drive time from 128 down to the Zakim Bridge. Still watching 15-minute delays right now on the Blue Line because of a signal problem at Orient Heights. Antoinette.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah, you have some experience with this?
What's the plot?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's about
Just scarred.
it's about letting your guard down and just being open with the people. And
I looked for the
message.
pictures on the internet, Doug, that you talked about in the last
couldn't
hour.
find
They're
it.
not there.
You scrubbed them.
I did.
Made sure they were removed forever.
Good thing.
Well, we've been like letting our jackets and our
Yes.
sweaters and
True.
all of those things go because look at those 50s. That's it for highs. By early next week, it's warmer than that outside right now.
We turned the air off, and it was back on
Yes.
yesterday, and then
air.
Yeah, it's back off next week. Thank you, Cindy. First, there's one in Sharon in the breakdown lane, 95 northbound before South Main Street. Stop and go now extending all the way back to 495, all the way back into Attleboro. In fact, crash in the breakdown lane in West Bridgewater, 24 northbound at exit 28. That's Route 106, and then a crash with the left lane blocked in Raynham, 24 northbound before exit 20. Stop and go back to Padelford Street. Doug and Antoinette.
All right, Katie, thank you.
I'm watching out there this morning, Katie.
Yeah, I want to go down to the south. We thankfully cleared the crashes in Sharon and West Bridgewater. Sharon, though, still seeing delays on 95 northbound, backed up into Attleboro at this point. But we do still have this crash down in Raynham, 24 northbound before exit 20. That's Route 44 with stop and go back to Padelford Street exit. Up a little closer to 128. It's slow out of Avon into Randolph on 24 northbound. Expressway busy by Columbia Road. 29 minutes for your drive time, Braintree to Boston. Doug?
Kate.
Wednesday morning, Katie.
It is, and we are expecting it to only get busier right now. I'm still watching this crash with the left lane blocked in Raynham. It's on 24 northbound right by exit 20, which is Route 44. But see that heavy line of red and yellow? That's stop and go all the way back to Padelford Street, exit 18. Also watching some slowdowns to the north out of Spot Pond on 93 southbound. This little area is going to fill in quickly, and then we're going to have a heavy ride from 128 all the way down to the Zachem Bridge. Out to the west, we've got stop and go on Route 2. Heavy ride east of 495 through Framingham. And I've been watching the blue line all morning. We've had 15-minute delays because of the signal problem at Orient Heights, and that continues at this hour. Doug and Andy.
Yeah, you're probably going to lose, I would say, if you are leaving right now, because this is the point in time when everything starts to fill in. We're looking at the expressway right now, and I was looking at the Columbia Road stretch, but looks like maybe we got something going on the southbound side. This is a look by the Mass Ave exit, and things are slowed down on the southbound side. Oh, looks like a disabled vehicle in the left-hand lane. A truck broke down or something, but the northbound side is busy too. We're at a solid 30 minutes from Braintree to Boston, so that red ride heavy all the way northbound. Same thing on the other side of town. We've filled in the gap there between 128 and the Zachem Bridge, taking about 30 minutes to get down into the O'Neill Tunnel. The Pike starting to fill in, 39 minutes, 495 to 128, another 16 minutes after that. But at least
all good things.
Oh, the 50s
Come
are
to an
great.
end.
Thank you for making the eye-opener part of your day.